Today, we have the first best cards at each position right now in Madden 26. Before we get started, I will be live tonight over on Twitch, 8:30 Eastern. I rate your teams live tonight. If you want a chance to be a part of the episode on Sunday, you have to come through to the Twitch stream tonight, 8:30 Eastern. Link down in the description. Okay, so let's get started with quarterback. Quarterback, to me, there isn't a clear-cut number one. I feel like throughout the year, there will be times where we do have a clear-cut one, but it really does come down to preference. So you're going to see a lot of people using Baker. His price for 540 coins, which is, pretty up there, but he has like a really good release and a short audible animation, which is really nice. The card feels nice to use. He feels clean because of those animations, and also good throw power, good short accuracy, good deep accuracy. However, he does not get inside Deadeye, which I think is the best QB ability in the game. A guy like John Elway does get it, and there's even a comment right here on this post says Elway with inside Deadeye is better than Mayfield. I would say Elway's release is worse than Mayfield's, but inside Deadeye makes a world of difference. There is also another QB that does get inside Deadeye, which I do want to talk about, and he's going to be down here. This pre-order Jalen Hurts. A lot of people, you can't get him now if you don't already have him on your account, but fully upgraded, which you actually can get him fully upgraded now if you buy your way through the whole field pass, but yeah, still you can only get them normally through, only 85 is the highest it'll go right now until the overall bump. But even at 85, this card's amazing, and he does get inside Deadeye. A little bit more speed. Only problem with Hurts is he has, I would say, a moderate release. It's not like terrible, but has a really slow audible animation, which is very annoying. And if you want more of like a full mobile guy, maybe, Baker's a little too slow for your scheme, or, how you like to play, or even Elway, Hurts I think is pretty balanced. But I don't really want to talk about Hurts too much because you really can't get him right now. But I will say, if you have the free Hurts, I would just use him. Like, he's really good. But Kyler Murray is really good mobile. The release is good. The only problem with Kyler is behind the line of scrimmage. Outside of that, he plays good. His release feels better. I also don't love like some of these accuracy stats, but the throw power is good enough where you can boost it over 85 with the strat card. Feels good as a ball carrier, can roll out, and has a pretty good short release. It's pretty quick. So Kyler, if you're looking for like a full mobile option, maybe Lamar was this option. I think he is the best now. This card's obviously very good. Before getting to the next position, if there's any cards you want to add to your team from today's video, head to my sponsor, MMOEXP. The link for the website is down in the description, and most importantly, do not forget to use code FERDY at checkout for 6% off. Running back, I'm just going to go straight up Saquon Barkley. I use Breece Hall. You're going to see in the video tomorrow that I use Breece Hall, the Jets theme team episode, and he goes insane. I think this card just felt so good to me because I had him at 89 speed, which, that's a pretty big reason why. But I think Saquon for a lot more people is going to be RB1 because he does get all 32 team chems. Whether you don't even get Micah or Surtain, he's still probably the best option because if you put him on even just a 20 theme team, 87 speed's amazing. With the juke move threshold, breaks tackles, moves great. He's a good weight. Or if you have a 50-50 as well, 88 speed's also very, very good. So I would say Saquon Barkley is the RB1 right now. Fullback, we're going to Kyle Juszczyk. Sorry, we're not a tight end yet. A wide receiver, we have Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens is the wide receiver one, in my opinion, 6'3" with pretty much perfect stats, route running, mid route running, deep route running, and even an 85 juke move on this card. He's, I think, the wide receiver one right now. Wide receiver two, I'm going to go Puka Nacua, a little bit taller, 3 route running thresholds, juke move, and 86 speed. And wide receiver three, I'm going to go Zay Flowers, 86 speed, hits every receiving threshold for route running, even catching traffic, even release is solid, and then also the 86 juke move. So these are three threshold guys that also hit the juke move threshold. So these guys are all really, really solid. At tight end, this one is pretty easy. We do have Jeremy Shockey coming out tomorrow, but it's still going to be Brock Bowers. All 32 team chems. So if you have a 50-50, if you have the crystal boost too, we're talking 86 speed for this guy potentially. But even just on a 25, if that's all you got for him, still very, very good. 84 speed is still king at tight end. And I believe that the Shockey was leaked to have 82 speed, I'm pretty sure, on his legend card that we saw coming out tomorrow. So, but it's still going to be Bowers. It's just going to be Bowers. Even the route running is really good. It's even at Bowers, even a good like receiving, like if you want to put him at receiver, sure, do it. On the offensive line, we got Rashawn Slater. I love his speed. There is another left tackle in this game that did get a card, and that's Orlando Brown. Even Josh Simmons. Why is that kind of a tough name? I kind of want to say Josh Simmons, but it's Josh Simmons. He's solid though. Obviously 89 lead blocks, 6'5", all that stuff. He's good, but I try to not include in RPs as much as I can because a lot of people don't have them. But if you do, if you have Josh Simmons for some reason, then you don't. It's not like you have to upgrade to these guys. But I would go Slater for that speed. 65 speed is really nice compared to 50. And the stats are pretty comparable, and I actually would probably prefer Slater's stats. So Slater at left tackle. Left guard, Steve Hutchinson, nice and easy. And if you have other legend offensive linemen, it'll boost them +1 pass block. Or even like a receiver or something like that, it does boost them. Center, Tate Rutledge, 65 speed, 70 acceleration with all over 80 stats. I did include another option, that's Jackson Powers Johnson. If you have Tate, he's the guy. He's center number 1 right now. Another center I do like, I don't think he's the best in the game, but I do also like Linderbaum because that's 63 speed. But I'm someone that really likes having fast offensive linemen, or as fast as I can get. So like right now it's around 60, 65 is king. Towards the end of the year, we kind of start getting some 80 speed guys at linemen, which I think does go a very, very long way for like running the football mainly. Running the football, even on some, some pass plays, they sometimes can get down the field, which is really nice. But Wyatt Teller for right guard, pretty easy. And then right tackle, give me Jackie Slater with 65 speed and every stat over 80, and does add +1 zone coverage, which is kind of important if some guys might go over the edge with it, with +1 zone. It only does boost legends, but it's still very good. Left edge, I'm going to go Nick Bosa. And yes, I'm going Nick Bosa over Micah Parsons, the Crystal Micah, mainly because of the block shed. As you guys can see right here, 81 block shed on Bosa, where on Micah it's 68. Bosa is also high 80s in both power and finesse. They don't have traits on the website yet, which is kind of weird in my opinion. They usually have traits like even like early on. I don't know why there's no traits, but there's no traits. But this card does play very, very good. Very, very good. All right, right edge, I'm gonna go with Dwight Freeney. And again, I'm trying to avoid maybe including guys like James Pierce, but if you have James Pierce, he's obviously very good too. I'm gonna go Dwight Freeney though. 86 finesse move with 83 speed, 86 acceleration, 6'1", and also does get a load of different theme teams. But I think he's the best. If you have Bosa or Micah with Freeney, that's probably the best edge combo you can get right now. Defensive tackle, number 1, I'm going to go Warren Sapp. I think speed is obviously king in this game, so you have the fastest defensive tackle in the game right now, 76 speed. Even this version of Sapp, the 82 Sapp, is also still like a top defensive tackle in the game, no lie. He's a monster still, 80 with 73 speed, which is still one of the faster guys in this game at this position. So Sapp at DT1, Jalen Carter DT2 on the inside, 88 power move with 75 speed, and very, very good against the run with 90 impact block. And his build is also, I was going to say insane, but it's good. Next up, Sam linebacker, we have Henry To'oto. Sam's pretty weak, though. Sam is honestly a pretty weak position. It just is. There's really nothing to write home about here. I mean, a lot of teams don't even have Sam guys. So, yeah, to me, it's a pretty weak position. It just is. There's no, he's just the best, and he's pretty mid. But once Hendricks comes out, it's going to be a lot of Hendricks you're going to see. Whether he's being usured or whether he's being, whatever. But you can't get him yet. Middle linebacker, Mike. Zach Thomas. And I really don't love this one. I really don't. I do think that he is better than Patrick Queen. Just because of, slightly better COD. He's good against the run, even 80 zone coverage, where Queen has 75. So I would give it to Zach Thomas, but it is close. But Mike linebacker also kind of weak so far to get started. I also did include user. I think I have it next, actually. No, I have it after this. But best will in the game, Jahad Campbell. And then I think the best user in the game is honestly Troy Anderson. 6'4", 84 speed, 86 acceleration. This is, of course, the guy that you're usering, so zone doesn't matter. What matters is the physicals, and even tackling is pretty important. And the fact even the tackling's all this good on Troy Anderson, it's an absolute monster. I think he's actually the best user in the game. I've been using him, and he's very, very good. All right, now cornerback, Pat Surtain the second, obviously going to be on here. If you have this card, get Micah and get Saquon. I know it's expensive. It's an extra million coins, but it's so worth it to do next. And I think Surtain, I think he's a card that goes up in price as the year goes, unless we start getting a lot more of these crystal promos. That's the only way his price goes down. But if this is like a set alone promo, or even once a season, even if it is once a season, people are still going to want to go back and get these cards so they can get +2 speed instead of +1. You know what I mean? So yes, they might not be on your team the whole year as starters, but they will always be affecting your squad, because it doesn't look like this chemistry expires. If it does, that'd be a huge scam, and these guys would tank. But I really don't see them tanking. Especially Surtain. You need Surtain to get the +1 speed, even if you have, even if you just have Micah or Saquon, you're not getting any boost. But Surtain's what gives you the speed, and it's not only speed, it's also man and zone, and also right now you're getting the best corner in the game as well on top of that. So it's an egregious price, but honestly, he's good, man. He really is, not just for what he does in the field, but also what he does to the guys around him. We have Marshawn Lattimore up next, 85 speed, 85 acceleration, 86 man coverage with 83, or yeah, I said that right, 86 man, 83 zone, 88 press, 6'1", 192. And also Jalen Johnson here as well. High zone, 82 man, still good with 81 speed. And it just hurts me that we have an early game Revis and he's not on here. Like, you just saw the cover stats I went over on those last two guys, and look what they did to Revis, man. 85 man only on Revis is crazy. All right, free safety. Can't believe it, but I think it is Tyrann Mathieu. I've been using this guy a little bit. He does get all 32. He zips around, man. He feels, having that speed over the top feels great. And of course, there's guys like Caleb Bransall. He doesn't really have the stats to back it up. But Tyrann Mathieu being the best safety in the game was not on my bingo card really ever. But I don't know if there's ever a time where we got a Tyrann where he was the best. I don't think that's ever happened. So 86 speed, probably easy 87 if you have 50-50. We're talking 88 if you have the crystal boost, 89 speed Tyrann Mathieu with pretty good man. Like zone, you can boost up. I believe mine right now, I do actually have 85 zone on him because of the Surtain boost and my theme team, which is pretty nice. Strong safety, Xavier Watts has to be mentioned here. I think he's the best strong safety in the game, despite Troy Polamalu being in the game. This card also does play pretty good. I've faced him a couple times. He's all over the place, goes crazy. But if I had to pick one, it would be Watts because all 32 most likely if you have this card. So you're going to have 86 speed at 6 foot with crazy zone. I believe my Xavier Watts right now has 92 zone coverage, I think. Maybe even higher than that. It's crazy how high that his zone can go. This card is, I think, the best strong safety in the game. And we have kicker, Brandon Aubrey, punter, AJ Cole, and for the first time ever, long snapper. I'm excited to see once we start getting long snappers. That first LTD long snapper about to hit crazy. So, Josh Harris. Maybe they don't even drop long snappers. Who knows? Who knows? But, yeah, Josh Harris, number 1. So, those are the best cards at each position right now in Madden 26. Let me know if I missed anybody. Let me know if anyone was snubbed. Let me know down in the comment section. If you made it this far in the video, hit the subscribe button, drop a like. We're on that road to 50,000 subscribers. Go watch these videos if you haven't seen them already, and have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you in stream tonight. I'll see you on stream. Okay, goodbye. Have a good day. Goodbye.